Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I am Utsav Lahiri and today we will decode an essential concept in mass communication, from how mass media works to why people lose trust in it, and even explore the psychology of communication using the Johari window. So let's get started. Mass communication, as you guys can see, mass communication is when a message is sent to a large number of people simultaneously using media technologies like newspaper, TV, radio, or the internet. For example, PM Narendra Modi addresses the nation on Man Ki Baat. You know Man Ki Baat, PM Narendra Modi addresses it. In that case, we can say that it reaches millions of citizens via air, Doordarshan, YouTube. We know that that's a mass communication. So this is the example of mass communication. So mass, we are communicating with the mass. So let's trace back to the history of mass communication. According to Wilbur Scram, says mass communication involves a working group, example the newsroom, the circulating the same message at the same time to a large anonymous audience. Let's take another example of mass communication. During COVID 19, we all know COVID 19 took place. During COVID 19, who circulated health guidelines through infographics on social media? We have seen that particular stuff. Who circulating the media guidelines? The infographics on social media, the same message audience, and the rapid delivery. Now let's understand the key traits of mass communication. All right. So while understanding mass communication, we must understand the key traits of mass communication. I think it's visible. All right. So what are the key traits of mass communication? We can say that the important characteristics. It's heterogeneous audience. Means the different ages. It talks the different ages, the cultures, the beliefs. Let's take another example. The IPL ads target both kids, toys, and adult car beer. That means audience is heterogeneous. In heterogeneous mass communications, audience is heterogeneous. They target both the kids for the advertisement of toys as well as the adult. They target for cars and other brands. So audience is always heterogeneous. Or in mass communication, audience is not well defined. There is multiple level audience. There are multiple audience from different backgrounds, different ages, different cultures, as well as different beliefs. So the next important characteristics of mass communication is delayed and limited feedback. In mass communication, we can say that the feedback is delayed and limited. So what will be the example of delayed and limited feedback? We all watch television. So TV viewers can't instantly reply to news anchor, but there is a alternative in today's world. In online media, we can get comments, we can get likes, we can get instant feedback. But in mass communication, the TV viewers cannot communicate on the same time. The third characteristics of mass communication states that the short message duration. The example can be the Insta reel or news ticketers of NDTV. Now we have rapid reproduction and distribution. Mass communication provides us rapid distribution. For example, breaking news spread in seconds via mobile alerts, a single notification sound. So nowadays we are getting the informations very rapidly. Number fifth point, it suggests that it's institutionalized sources. That means the censorship. We cannot showcase or we cannot portray everything in mass communication. The ANI, the PTI, the Reuters, the credible news agencies are filtering it. Alright. The sixth point of mass communications characteristic states that publicly transmitted message. In mass communication, no one informs the news via Chinese whisper. Alright, they spread the information, they spread the news publicly. That means there is no privacy in mass communication. YouTube videos are open to all. This is also a publicly transmitted message. Then the characteristics of mass communication comes the gatekeeping. The editors filter what's published. For example, headlines change to avoid political controversies. This gatekeeping is very, very important as far as mass communication is concerned. Then what we have? We have mass culture or popular culture effect, pop culture. Mass communication satisfied the needs of the population, of the popular culture people. After that, we have credibility crisis in mass media. Now let's talk about why trust in media is falling. There is a common saying that media, the trust of media is falling nowadays. Why? First example can be when fake news spreads like wildfire on WhatsApp before the elections. Before elections, fake news are providing. The next can be paid news on advertorial passes of a genuine journalism. So this is the major credibility. Now, reason for low credibility. What are the reasons for this low credibility? We have discussed about the low credibility one. The market is saying that now we cannot trust this news agencies. We must verify the news. Now, it is all right. We are accepting the fact. But what are the reasons behind this low credibility? First of all, it's lack of fact checking. We individuals have some responsibilities. We must check the facts before spreading the news. So it's our responsibility, right? Lack of fact checking, biased sources. We have biased sources. The sensationalism of TRP, everyone is crying for TRP, 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 marketing. News is being now a product, not a mere information, passing information. It's a product, it's an entertainment. So the sensationalization of the TRP is a big reason for the low credibility of news, for the low credibility of media dependency. Now, too many unverified options are now available. In today's world, there are too many unverified options. There is little diversity of views. The views, we can say there is very much little diversity, right? Then we have advocacy and manipulation. This advocacy part is very much common. Why? Because nowadays, in today's world, in today's media multiplicity, we can say that there are too much way of informations, but are they verified? Is there any verified source? Is there any licensing system? No. So this spreads the low credibility of the news. After that, we have chilling effect. Chilling effect means people fear speaking against power. Now we have functions of mass communication. Now we will be discussing about the functions of mass communication. I think it's visible. Yes. So what are the functions of mass communication? So you guys tell me, what are the functions of mass communication? What can be the functions of mass communication? Functions means how can we say that it's mass communication? Characteristics. What is the difference between characteristics and functions? As you can see, that functions means it holds the surveillance functions, information functions, entertainment functions, persuasion functions, industrialist and instruct and education functions, correlation functions, cultural transmission, mobilization, validation. Okay, but as far as function is concerned, the function of mass communication is concerned, we can say, let's take the first example, the surveillance function. What is surveillance functions? Media observes, the mass communication or the mass media observes, surveillance, it's a watchdog, observes the society and informs the public about threats, issues and events. Media first of all observes the society and informs the public about what? About the threats, about the issues or about the events. Now, let's take an example of this surveillance function. During Cyclone Amphan, news channel like ABP Ananda, India Today gave real-time updates, helping people evacuate or stay safe. So this is the role of media. This is the function of mass communication. They informs us. Harold D. Laswell back in 1948 states the structure and functions of communication in society. From Harold D. Lasswell, we can derive this particular function of mass media, which is surveillance. The next function comes information function. Media informs us. Media spreads useful knowledge to the public. For example, Government of India Man Ki Baat gives update on people's schemes. We have other examples as well. News articles exploring Union Budget 2025 for common people. Now the third point is the entertainment function. Definition: media provides amusement, leisure and audience. Alright. Yes, it's alright. It's my voice audible? Yeah, it's audible. So, entertainment purpose. As discussed about entertainment purpose, we know that entertainment function means media provides amusement and leisure to the audience. The audience must get entertained. Watching Netflix or TV serials is for relaxation, is for entertainment purpose. So this is also required. Listening to FM radio on your way to work, this is also entertainment. Media provides entertainment as well. So as we can see, news anchor losing cool on live TV, this is also entertainment. Suppose Arnab Goswami yelling "the nation wants to know" has become a meme nowadays. Jokes apart, but it's supposed to be serious news, but ends up on a meme page. Like we have many memes page, but mass communication also provides us entertainment. Mass communication is not only limited with information and surveillance, it also provides us entertainment. For example, characters in daily soaps like Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, the horror shows. So it's a 3 minutes reaction shot, dhin tanana effect. The over the top ads. Alright, we have YouTube commentary on bizarre shows. So that is also entertainment. We have the reflective shows. We have the reactional shows. The news headline that sounds like comedy. So this is the entertainment part. Now persuasion part. We are talking about the persuasion part now. So this is the fourth part of the news function or the mass communication function. So as far as persuasion is concerned, we can say that media influences opinions. Media always influences opinions and decisions, often thought advertising or political message. Suppose political ad campaigns like "Ab ki baar Modi Sarkar" influencing voter behavior. Brand ad during IPL matches. Remember Dream 11? Remember Pepsi? So these are the persuasion function, the credibility of source, the message presentation, the clarity, the brevity, the preciseness, the media factor, the audience factor. These are all important part. So if we talk about the persuasion function, alright, persuasion functions, that means advertisement that convinces you, advertisement that convinces the buyers, advertisement in the media that convinces the users. ज़्यादा खाओगे तो पेट दर्द होगा. So they are shaping our mind, they are shaping our society to buy a particular product, makes you believe in that product's power. This is persuasion. This is the function of mass communication. The famous fairness cream ad, Fair and Lovely, now Glow and Lovely, now we have Fair and Handsome. So this is the fairness cream work that like UPSC coaching center would sell it to. Everyone is selling. Every media organization is selling news. Every coaching institutions is selling. So the product, the definition of product in 2025 has changed. The political campaign slogan, the product placement in film slogan, everything is selling, everything is persuasion. Alright, the public service advertisement, दो बूंद जिंदगी के लिए, that is also persuasion, that is also information. And if we don't put the element entertainment in any particular news, then it is not for the public betterment, it is not for, it won't come under the media function. So after persuasion, we have instruct and educate. The media instructs and the media educate. How the media instructs and educate? The media teaches new skills, isn't it? Or spread awareness. Baiju's ad or Khan Academy video exploring maths concept. Doordarshan Shiksha Vishni. Doordarshan is having a Shikshavani, another concept. In radio we also have programs, and now in digital media, in YouTube, we have many concepts. If you want to learn anything, so the internet is enough to learn. But now these things are getting marketed. The things are getting marketed. They are launching their separate course, but it's available. The media, via internet, via media, people gets education, people gets instructions. Now we have correlation function. Correlation also an interpretation or editorial function. Correlation means media analyzes and interprets. The function of media is not limited. Media analyzes and interprets news and events for public understanding. The job of media is to analyze, to understand, for public understanding. For example, editorials in the Hindu exploring the impact of Israel-Gaza conflict. So they are depending, they are making a educational, they are making a correlational function, isn't it? Like the panel discussions on NDTV interpreting election results. They're educating, right? They're interpreting, right? They're instructing, right? Now the next thing which we have cultural transmission function. Media helps pass on society's norm, that means namaste, other values, other foods, other cultural stories. Shows like Ramayana and Mahabharata teaching in mythology and tradition. The Bengali serials showing Durga Puja or Jamai Shoshti rituals, or any Marwari rituals, or any Gujarati rituals. So they are stating the fact, right? They are promoting the heritage, they are promoting the cultural aspect, they are promoting the raw culture. Next, what we have mobilization. What is the meaning of mobilization? Mobilization means media unites people for social action and causes. How they are uniting? Like fundraising appeals during natural disaster, they raise funds. So this also comes under the function of media. Social media campaigns we have validation function as well. We have validation functions as well. So media confirms existing social norms, value or public attributes. The example, the national broadcast on Republic Day or Independence Day reinforcing patriotism, isn't it? 15th August is coming. It validates. Media teaches us, isn't it? Now to sum up, we can say that the functions of mass communication is surveillance, information, entertainment, persuasion, instruction, correlation, cultural transmission, mobilization and validation. What it is? The mass communication persuades, the mass communication believes, make you believe. Mass communication advertise. Purpose, the reception, the celebrity appeal, the emotional appeal, the fear appeal. Okay, so if we want to sum it up all the functions, what we can say, what is the need of mass communication? We all know the need of mass communication, but to sum it up, we can say that surveillance functions, it means media keep us informed about event, risk, threat. For information, we can say that media generalize awareness and knowledge. For entertainment, we can say that media provide fun, relaxation and leisure. For persuasion, which we have discussed, that media influence public opinion, choices and action. For instruction or education, media teaches us, media upskills us with new concepts and skills. For correlation, media interprets and analyzes news and events. For cultural transmission, media preserves and promotes traditional values and heritage. For mobilization, media unites and urges people to act for a cause. And for validation, media reinforces existing values, societal norms and behavior. So how to remember this particular thing? We must remember SIEPICCMV. Some intelligent elephant prefer ice cream cones, cake, mangoes and vanillas. So finally we can say mass communication doesn't just report, it educates, it entertains, it persuades, it mobilizes and even shapes our culture. As a student or creator, always ask what function is the media message serving and how it's affecting the audience. If we can do that, then our purpose of communication will be taking the next step. So as a media scholar, as a media student, we must not only restrict ourselves to the pretty functions of mass communication. We must consider all the 9 points and we must communicate and we must take this subject. We must know how to communicate and we must know why we are communicating. Once the how and why is clear, then we will be better in communication skills. The last part of today's discussion will be the Johari window. All right. So this is very important concept, Johari, Joseph plus Harry. So what is Johari window? It is a model, all right, where we find ourselves, where we discover ourselves. There is 4 quadrants of Johari window. All right. The Joseph Luft and Harrington Ingham in 1955. Joseph and Harrington together made this concept Joe plus Harry, Johari. The purpose of this Johari window is to understand interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication, not intrapersonal. Understand interpersonal communication, to understand the self-awareness and how we interact with others. Especially important for communicators. This particular window is especially important for communicators as well as for journalists, influencers and media creators. The 4 pane, the famous 4 pane or famous 4 quadrants are OBHU, open, blind, hidden and unknown. Open pane means known to self. Open pane is known to self as well as known to other. It's open. That means what both you and others want or know about you. In open pane, both self and other knows about that particular individual. Suppose you are a YouTuber who speaks fluently and confidently on camera. That is known to everyone. Suppose one YouTuber is free and confidently speaking on camera. That means that particular is open pane. Coming to the second part, that is the blind pane. Blind pane means it is not known to self. I don't know my blind side. I don't know what is the blind side of mine. But others know. Alright. In blind pane, others know about me, about the aspect of my particular behavior. But I myself don't know. So it is blind from my perspective. It is blind from my point of view. So what others see in you, but you don't realize. Alright. In blind pane, what others see in you, but you don't realize. And if we take example of blind pane, we can say viewers comment that you say, too much in your video. Suppose someone is telling, I know, alright, very good, very good, very good, alright. Suppose someone repeats this particular thing again and again. So this particular alright, very good, are you getting me, is it okay? So this particular phrase is blind for the person who is saying it. But it is pretty much visible and it is pretty much clear from the other end, or those who are receiving the communication, those who are understanding or those who are trying to decode that particular, the listener can understand it, but the speaker is unable. Speaker doesn't know that he or she repeats, is it okay, alright. So this is the hidden pane, or this is the blind pane. Now we will be knowing about hidden pane. Every individual has some flaws, alright, no one is perfect. So the individual tries to hide something. I myself am hiding my hidden pane, and I have successfully hidden my pain, not PAIN, hidden my loopholes. So in hidden pain we can say what you know but keep hidden from others. I know my walking style is bit difficult, but I know that I cannot pronounce L properly. So it is hidden for the others, but I know my loopholes. So when you are afraid of public speaking, but you mask it with humor or overconfidence. I know I cannot speak in front of 50 people, but how I am masking it, it is known as hidden pain. The speaker is masking it. And the unknown pain, it is pretty much simple, it is unknown to everyone, because I myself and as the audience, I don't know these particular things. This is unknown pain. That means nobody knows, not even you, hidden potential or deep fear. I don't know what is my hidden potential. Neither you know what is your or my hidden potential. So you might be a great filmmaker, but you have never tried because you think you can't. So that is unknown pain. So to sum it up, Johari window in mass communication for journalist and anchor: blind area, biased language used unconsciously. Hidden area, that's the personal opinion not shared publicly. Open area means public facing skills and achievements. Unknown area means untapped potential as writers, podcasters, and filmmakers. For social media influencers, influence work to expand the open pain by sharing more about themselves. This is today's world. Everyone tries to share more about themselves rather than covering all the pains, all the four quadrants. So why it's matter for media students? Why we are studying this particular Johari window? Because it is important in NTA, UGC NET and WB set? Absolutely not. It is, though it is important from exam point of view, but it matters for media student. Why? Because it improves self-awareness. It improves interpersonal communication skills. It helps the audience analyze the message and framing. It encourages ethical introspections, because the fundamental question of man is to understand who am I, what we are doing. So it enhances or it deepens our thought. So encouraging ethical introspection for journalist and content creator to make oneself a better person. It makes a better collaboration and team communication. As communicator, the more we shrink our blind and hidden area, the more trustworthy and impactful we become. So thank you for connecting. Today we have discussed about the Johari window, the functions of mass communication, and the loopholes of mass communications. Thank you for connecting at Ease No Media, where we discuss media related topics at ease. Tomorrow we will be starting journalism part, that is the chapter 2 of unit 1. Thank you for connecting. Keep supporting at Ease No Media, where we discuss media related topics at ease.